What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Getting into this episode of GH, Jocelyn. I need a vacation from Jocelyn. I feel like I need a mental break from her. I need for her to hop on a plane and go see Jax wherever he is in the world. She need to go visit him for a few months to a year. She's exhausting. Like, she is totally exhausting. Like, if I was Carly, I wouldn't even try to explain anything to this girl because there's nothing to explain. Like, I hate how naive and delusional Jocelyn tries to act. And that's why I call it an act. Because you can't tell me Jocelyn never knew what Sonny and Jason did for a living. You can't tell me she didn't know that. Oh, does Jason kill for Sonny? You knew that. You knew that. For years you've known that. You know what the hell they do for work. You know that shit. Come on now. What is this dialogue today? Like, what the fuck? I was just looking and I'm watching. I'm like, is she serious? When she asked that question, I'm like, is she getting jerky or something? Like, with, like, are you being a smart ass or something? Like, or is this like you dead serious? And once I realized she was dead serious, I wanted to mute the conversation because I said, oh, she's serious. I thought she was just joking when she asked that question, like one of them little stupid ass rhetorical questions. And then I'm further watching the scene. I said, oh, she dead serious. She really asking that question, like on the serious note. I said, oh. As far as I'm concerned, we could throw Jocelyn character away. We can do away with her. Do we have another serial killer storyline coming up, or a tornado, or something, a national disaster, like something coming up that we can get rid of her? Like, I'm just saying. They haven't moved Heather Weber yet. Maybe she could spring loose. Finish what she started as the Hook killer. Maybe it's time to unretire the Hook. I'm just saying. It's like, to ask that stupid ass question, that was such a simple minded question. I'm like, are you like, I'm thinking, I'm about to ask in mafia terms, like how they did on The Sopranos when somebody asks a stupid ass, smart ass question, like, you getting jerky with me or something? Like, so I'm like, you're not serious. Like, you couldn't have lived in a bubble all your life on this one. I don't get it. But my thing is, this is how I know she's putting on an act, because even when she was doing battle with Esme, she invoked Sonny's name to scare Esme. So why bring up Sonny's name, or why bring it up to intimidate Esme if you didn't know that that's what Sonny did to people, or if you didn't know him and Jason did that, like they got rid of people. But what I also hated was, and I agree with Carly, you can't judge from the outside. You know what I'm saying? For her to sit there and say, oh, Sonny points his finger at somebody and Jason just gets rid of them. That's not how that works. Like, she makes it sound like they serial killers or something. Like, they just kill just to kill. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sadistic, sociopathic killers or something. That's not how it is. And I'm glad Carly was trying to put that into perspective for her. Like, that's not how it go. You know what I'm saying? They don't kill to kill. You know what I'm saying? You really think Carly would be around that like that if that's what they were doing? I would hope not. You know what I'm saying? Who wants to be around somebody that kills just for the fuck of it? Like, that's sadistic. Like, nah. They kill people that's a threat. And even then, even when Sonny wanted to get rid of certain people, even Jason had to stop him and be like, nah, no, we ain't got evidence. We ain't got proof yet that they double-crossed us or they this, they that. Like, Jason was a thinker. He didn't just kill people just to fucking kill. So I don't like how they trying to make that seem, or Jocelyn's trying to make that sound. Like, no. My thing is, if she want to break up with Dex, break up with Dex. I don't care. You ain't getting no argument from me. I didn't like them as a couple really any damn way. So it's a win for me. I didn't care. Cool. Goodbye. Speaking of Dex, it's two parts to this. There's the law and order side, and then there's the mob side. I'm gonna talk about both in a second. When he went to go see Anna, this boy didn't even just spill the tea. This boy poured the whole goddamn pot of tea. He emptied out the pot. He didn't even pour slowly. He just dumped the whole bucket of tea out and just let everything out. He told the whole sordid, detailed story about how everything came to be. How he got hired by Michael, how he had evidence against Sonny, how Sonny ordered him to kill Cyrus, I said, oh, you just a born rat. Oh, you just ratting. I said, oh, okay. What pissed me off, and this is on the Law and Order side, Anna. Anna pissed me off today, and I like Anna, but she annoyed the shit out of me. Because she basically told this boy, I ain't gonna do nothing about it. In simpler terms, that's pretty much what she said. Act like this conversation never happened. I said, he just told you all of that. Everything he just told her could have had Carly locked up, could have had Michael locked up. Everything he just told her. Sonny, they would have finally got Sonny. Everything. And she said, this conversation never happened. You could get buried for this. For telling me something like this. Part of me, when she broke it down as to why she couldn't arrest Sonny, that part I get. The whole, conspiracy to commit murder or whatever, that part I get. She can't arrest Sonny for ordering a hit on Cyrus because I get that. Nina and Cyrus may not back up those claims. But the problem I have is, well, Nina, we all know she not going to talk to the cops. She not going to incriminate Sonny. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't. Maybe she would on a slip up, maybe. But other than that, she not going to willingly tell them nothing that's going to put Sonny in prison. No, she not going to do it. Cyrus is the card that Anna should have played. Cyrus has no allegiance to Sonny. She could have worked him, and he probably would have told her something. Because, Cyrus does everything for a bargain. So she could have bargained something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something he would want or something. She could have bargained that, and he would have did it. Or get Laura to talk to him, and he would have did it. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she wouldn't even budge on that or even consider talking to him was ridiculous to me. I'm like, I had high hopes for Anna, but at this point, she could toss that badge in the garbage. The whole conspiracy charge, she could have got Sonny on conspiracy. She's not even attempting to investigate what Dex told her at all. Like, she just told this man, we never talked. So you're not even going to look into nothing that he's saying? Nothing? Not even going to attempt to talk to Cyrus? Nothing. Just let it go. Just like that. I understand, it's Sonny's word against Dex. Because Dex doesn't even have proof that Sonny ordered him to do it. It's just his word. I get that part. But to not even look into it was totally ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And I feel like what she just did today, it validates what Jagger's been saying about her, unfortunately. Because I felt like Jagger was off base with that because of the dialogue that Anna expressed before to Sonny. Because I remember she told Sonny before that if she ever got evidence on him, anything, she was coming at him. And the fact that she now has something, even if it's not solid enough, you can still investigate it. She won't even investigate. That just proved Jagger's point. That she's biased when it comes to Sonny. That just proved that point. And that pissed me off. Now, on the mobster side of things, Dex is a dead motherfucker. I'm just saying. He better pray. Sonny don't hear about this conversation. He better hope and pray. And Nina better pray. Nina better hope that Jocelyn or Carly or nobody tell Sonny that Nina told Jocelyn about how Dex was going to kill Cyrus for him. She better hope. Because if you thought your marriage wasn't over, it's about to be. It's really going to be now. It's really about to be a wrap if he hear about this one. And Dex, he's as good as dead if Sonny hears this. I mean, Sonny let him slide before. And now this fool had the nerve to tell Anna, if you ever need me to help take down Sonny, remember me. Don't forget about me. I'm your guy. You a bold bitch. I said, okay. Dex. My goodness. He got grapefruits. I give him that one. It takes a huge set of testicles, I'm just saying, to be that bold and tell a police commissioner that you got her back when it comes down to taking down a powerful mob boss. I'm like, that's some shit right there. That's bold. Deadly, but bold. So he better hope that that conversation never, gets back to Sonny. I'm just saying, because that shit ass. I feel like it was stupid of Sonny in the beginning to even let that boy walk. That was dumb. Speaking of Sonny, I always enjoy his conversations with Christina. I always do. Like, I love when they were reminiscing and stuff like that, and she got Sonny to crack a smile, because that's huge. Especially when you're going through tough shit. It's important to still smile. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to get bogged down by the bad shit that's going on. So I love that they had that conversation. I was actually surprised by another conversation he had with Natalia. I was like, so basically all it took was a conversation with Sonny for Natalia to start coming around to her daughter's sexuality. That's all it took. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know it's hard for parents. It really is. I know it's hard for some parents to, accept their child's sexual preferences, because in your mind, in some parents' mind, they had this life planned out for their kids, but I agree with Sonny. Just because you had something planned out for your child, it's not always going to be that way. They got to go their own way. You know what I'm saying? Just because you wanted them. I'm pretty sure Sonny always imagined his daughter marrying a nice guy, having some kids. I'm pretty sure that's what him and Alexis always thought that would happen. But a lot of stuff in Christina's life did not go the way that they probably thought it would go. That's with any parent. You know what I'm saying? You always got something planned out, but it never goes according to plan, So hopefully Natalia, after talking with Sonny, gets some new perspective, and she, stop meddling in her daughter's life and start accepting her for who she is. So anyway, moving on from that. So basically, another thing that irritated my soul, it was good to see Aiden today though, but this off-screen shit got to stop. So basically, Jake knows about Jason. Jake is pissed, and he feels like his dad is guilty. So all of this happened off screen, and we didn't get to see none of this. I'm like, are you serious? We didn't get to see his firstborn son's reaction, how his anger is, and we don't get to see none of this. Okay. See, this is the problem. Like, this is what makes it hard, I feel, for me, and I can't speak for other viewers. I can only speak for me. This makes me feel like it's hard for me to connect to certain stories if a good portion, the good shit, happens off screen. Because that would have been good to see. Jake's reaction and him being upset. And, now we got to hear from Aiden how it went down. Like, Jake pretty much closed the door in his face when, Aiden tried to give him a different perspective on Jason, when he tried to defend him. Jake ain't having it. And I kind of saw this coming, because when Jake started talking about how, he don't like the gun violence and all that type of stuff, I kind of figured it would go this way. And I'm happy about it. I'm glad that Jake is, going to give Jason some hell. Good. But I could definitely see Danny going down that, that rabbit hole of how Jason is. I could see Danny going down, the criminal, dangerous route. I could see him doing it. He got the makings. And the reason I feel he got the makings is because the way him and Jagger talked, like, Jagger just strolled his ass up into the mansion like he owned the place. Talking about Yuri let him in. Why is security letting him in that mansion like that? You don't let agents, FBI, police all up in the house all willy-nilly without no warrant. And didn't have the nerve to talk to an underage child without the parent present. No. Because my thing is, even if he wanted to bring Jason in and charge him or whatever, a lot of, even based off of what Danny may have said, that would get thrown out anyway, because you had a chat with a minor without a parent present, so it would get thrown out. But the way Danny handled that conversation with ease, like the way he was like, talking to Jagger and stuff about Jason, how he didn't see him, he did it with ease, like just no problem. He had no issue lying, even if Jagger was like, oh, I don't believe you or whatever. Danny did that shit masterfully, in my opinion. I was like, oh, it's that easy for him to tell a lie like that? So, okay, that's a dangerous thing for him to lie to the police like that, or FBI like that, just with no problem. But I like how BLQ came in. BLQ showed up and was like, nope, get your ass up out of here. I like how she handled Jagger. She was like, nope, I'll sue. And I agree with BLQ. It's like, no, you ain't got no right to come in here and talk to that boy without no parent present or an attorney. And I like how she tried to school Danny on, how to talk to cops. She was like, listen, you don't ever talk to no cop without the lawyer. She even wrote down the ELQ attorney's number for him, because she was like, no, that's just a big no-no. And I agree with BLQ on that. You don't talk to the police and stuff without representation. You don't. But Jagger was just making his rounds today. Like, this dude went to the hospital to talk to Elizabeth. You know, and he didn't even believe Elizabeth when she said she didn't talk to Jason or seen Jason or whatever. Anybody he see that he knows that's close to Jason, he gonna think they're lying or whatever the case. Liz at this point, you know, she probably feel like Jason probably guilty too, or she feel like, you know, something going on there or whatever the case. I can't say I blame, you know, Liz or Sam or anybody for feeling how they feel in a way, because it do look a little shifty. But at the same time, all these people know Jason well enough to know what he would and wouldn't do. But I guess they feel like, well, he been gone all this time, and then we got the video or the picture of him on the roof with this guy. You know, it looks sus. So it's like, okay, what the hell do we think? I did like the scenes though with Jagger and Elizabeth, because I did feel like I seen a little hint of chemistry between them. But it was funny as shit when Willow, when he mentioned how, oh, if she aiding in the bed in him or whatever, he could have her arrested, and Willow turned that corner. Willow was like, oh shit. Willow had that oh shit look, like, yeah, that's what you're currently doing, sweetie. That shit was hilarious. But I did like the Jason and Danny scenes though. You know, Danny updating Jason about, you know, his likes and what he liked to do for fun and all that type of stuff. But I definitely agree with Willow. I mean, shit's starting to get a little hairy right now, because now you got the feds interrogating everybody that's close to Jason. That's not good. You know, especially for Danny to be around that. That's not good. You know, you even got this boy lying to the feds. You got the boy lying to his mama. Like, that's not setting a good example. You know, and I know Jason probably didn't want his son to be involved in this, but he is, and that's not good. And Jason need to figure out his next move and figure out how to get Danny out this mess. You know, how to get everybody protected. Because a lot of them could, you know, be charged. You know, each and every one of them can be charged for, you know, knowing about him and not calling it in. So he need to call Diane or whoever and figure that out, you know. And make sure that none of them could get charged. You know, make sure that they got complete deniability on this thing. Let me check my notes. Make sure I got everything, because I know yesterday I missed Alexis and Diane, but I want to make sure I talked about everything. Yeah, that's pretty much everything in this episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.